A day in the life of an ordinary citizen in medieval Manipur, early Kangleipak, 900 CE, 1700 CE. The world of an ordinary citizen was dictated by duty to the gods, to the land, and to the community. The ancient tradition of culling Ishe. The Puya describes love not as sudden passion, but as a slow-growing bond, nurtured like the fields they till. In these verses, teasing turns to laughter, laughter to longing, and longing to companionship. By midday, the scorching sun demanded rest. A simple meal of rice, boiled vegetables, and fermented fish, as described in the Chokpa Longban Kaba, nourished both body and spirit. But for the youth, the day was far from over. For young men, the afternoon meant training in Tang Ta, the art of sword and spear. The Thengkural, an ancient text on martial training, speaks of how warriors were forged from an early age, their movements honed through dance and discipline. Their teacher reminds them of the Puya's warning. A true warrior sharpens both his blade and his mind. It is not brute force but wisdom that wins wars. It was not just a practice of war but a preparation for life itself. Meanwhile, young women, particularly those of the Luang and Angam clans, were trained in domestic crafts, medicinal knowledge, and spiritual rituals. According to the Nongarol, women played a crucial role in healing, midwifery, and managing the household's spiritual balance, ensuring the well-being of the entire family. As the sun dips below the western hills, families returned home. The people of the village transition from the labors of the day to the sacred duties of the evening. The setting sun does not mark an end, but rather a shift, one where work gives way to ritual, storytelling, and communal bonds. The Puya reminds us, the rising and setting of the sun are times to perform one's duties and purify one's soul. The evening begins with cleansing, ritual baths taken in the river, washing away the dust of labor and preparing the body and spirit for the night ahead. Water is sacred in the Meitei tradition, a gift of the gods that must not be defiled. Even the Puya in the Leishemlin, Laws of Nature, teaches that impurity must not be carried beyond the day. With the last rays of light, villagers offer small gifts of rice, flowers, whispering prayers that have been passed down for generations. The funga, the hearth, is not just a source of warmth, it is the heart of the village. Here, elders share stories from the Puya, stories of kings, gods, and warriors, reminding the young of their lineage, their land, and their sacred duty to uphold harmony. To be a true king is to know one's people. These words from the Puya remind all that strength is not in the sword alone, but in wisdom and compassion. For children, these stories were lessons in duty, honor, and perseverance. Each tale carried the weight of history, shaping their future in ways unseen. After the tales are told, the families gather in their homes to share the evening meal. This is a time for reflection, a moment to discuss the events of the day, to settle small disputes, and to reaffirm the bonds of kinship. The Meitei way of life teaches that no meal is eaten in solitude if it can be shared. Before sleep, the final prayers were made. According to the Sanamahi Laikan, it was customary to offer thanks to the gods, for the day was a gift, and the night, a reminder of the cycles that governed all life. The Puya of household wisdom states, after the meal, there is work to be done. Let idleness not take hold. As the meal ends, the night's duties begin. The village sleeps, but its guardians remain awake. Selected men patrol the outskirts, ensuring that no threat, be it man or beast, disturbs the night. The Puya of kingship and duty warns, a kingdom may prosper, but it must always remain watchful. For even in peace, vigilance must never wane. And so, the Meitei village breathes in the stillness of night. From the smallest child to the eldest sage, each person has fulfilled their duty, living in harmony with the cycles of nature. The Puya reminds us, If the sun does not set, the moon cannot rise. For in every ending, there is the promise of a new beginning. Thus ended an ordinary day in medieval Manipur, an era recorded in texts like the Sanamahi Laikan, Loyamba Shinyen, and the Chaitheral Kambaba, each preserving the rhythms of life that define the kingdom's people. But within its simplicity lay the strength of a civilization, a people bound by tradition, duty, and an unbreakable spirit, one that continues to echo through the land even today.